Yeah. Kailan?
Progressive.
Oh, hello there. We are Group 5 from 5 ECEB 2016-2017. I am Carlo Mendoza.
I'm Gerald Trinidad. I'm Michael Porras.
Thank you. Thank you. From 5 ECEB 2016-2017. And we are to present the digital clock timer and stopwatch project using the DE1 starter kit. In this kit, we've put the master reset button using toggle switch 9 as the master reset button. All red LEDs and 7-segment displays are turned off. The time displayed should be 12 o'clock a.m. Setting the initial time. Assume that the user just bought a new digital clock and he or she has to set the initial time on the clock using toggle switches 8 and 7. When switch 8 is up, the user can set the initial time. The kit displays the hours and minutes at the 4-7 segment display. Hex 3, Hex 2, Hex 1, and Hex 0. Use push button key 2 as up button for the hour settings from 01 to 12. Use key buttons key 1 and key 0 as the up-down buttons respectively for minute settings. Should be from 0 to 59. When both switch 8 and switch 7 are up, the time period can be varied. Hex 0 displays either A for AM or P for PM. The other 7-segment displays Hex 3 to Hex 1 are just off. Use key 3 to toggle between these two periods. When AM is set, L red 9 is on, while when PM, red LED 9 is off. The clock functions. The clock functions are triggered using switch 1 and switch 0. When switch 1 and switch 0 are down, the clock function is time display. When switch 1 is down, switch 0 is up. It's the alarm. So when switch 1 is up while switch 0 is down, it's the countdown timer function. When both switches 1 and switch 0 are up, it's the stopwatch function. The time display function. The toggle switch 6 is up. The time shown at the 4-7 segment modules is supposed to be in minutes and in seconds. When key 3 is pressed, the kit shows hours and minutes. When key 2 is pressed, the kit shows AM or PM. Beautiful. The alarm mode. When toggle switch 6 is up, the user can set the alarm. Use button key 2 as up button for the hour settings, and push buttons key 1 and key 0 for up down for the minute settings to set the desired time. Use push button key 3 to set the alarm period from AM or PM. Use Hex 3 to Hex 2 to display the hour settings, and Hex 1 to Hex 0 to display the minute settings. Red 8 is on when it is in AM, while it is off when it is in PM. The user has two options in stopping the alarm. When push button key 2 is pressed, the alarm will be deactivated and all red LED greens will stop blinking. When key button 1 is pressed, the alarm will stop temporarily, but the snooze function will be activated. When toggle switch 5 is up, the snooze function will be activated. When switch 5 is down, the snooze function will not activate even if the user pressed key 1 during the time alarm. Anyway, Using that, we will be able to stop temporarily the alarm. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. When toggle switch 4 is up, the kit displays the snooze time in minutes and seconds at the 4-7 segment display and can be set by the user. Toggle switch 4 is up. The kit displays the snooze time in minutes and seconds in the 4-7 segment display. To set the desired snooze time, use push button 3 and 2 as up buttons for the minute, while key 1 and key 0 for the seconds. Let's try it out. It's longer. Beautiful, beautiful. The countdown timer. When switch 3 is up, the user can set the initial time for the countdown timer. The kit displays minutes and seconds at the 4-7 segment display. Use push button 3 and 2 as up-down buttons for the minute settings. Use push buttons key 1 and key 0 as up-down for the second settings. When switch 3 is down, the countdown begins. When push button key 3 is pressed, the countdown will pause. Pressing key 3 again will resume the countdown. When push button key 2 is pressed, the countdown will reset back to the initial time. Beautiful. The stopwatch mode. The kit displays minutes and seconds at the 4-7 segment display, set initially to 00. When toggle switch 4 is up, the stopwatch count up begins. When push button key 3 is pressed, the stopwatch will pause. Pressing key 3 again will resume the count up of the stopwatch. When toggle switch 4 is down, the stopwatch will stop and reset back to 00.